Hi, my name is Milford. I met Dave in our college days at UCLA. We were both Southern California boys. Of course, he got to live in the nice beach type community of Ventura, while I was kind of an inland brat. But when I met Dave, I'd kind of gone to Catholic church when I was growing up, but I wasn't a Christian. So his leadership in BCF, Bruin Christian Fellowship, for those of you not in the know, uh, played a big part in me becoming a Christian. So there's all that gushy mushy stuff that I could tell you about Dave and what he's meant to me, but there's also a few stories I could tell. And since this new medium is available to me, I thought I'd make the best use of it. Um, we have a really good mutual friend, Rich. We were all at each other's weddings, and Rich was kind of like a puppy dog in the sense that he liked all the girls and everybody knew which girls he liked, so he got razzed about it quite a bit. But Dave, he kind of had that kind of low key mode and tried to keep everything quiet, but um, he broke a few hearts. So originally I thought I was going to go through making a word up of the first a letter of each girl's name that whose heart he broke in college, but I realized I was going to end up with some really huge word like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So that's probably a little bit too bad ambitious a project for me. So I think I'll see, what will I do? I could tell the story about the time that we all drove up to the Berkeley area. I can't remember if we were going to. We went up there twice, so I don't know if this is the time we went up to our good friend Ken and Lori Stott's wedding, or this is the time that we all went up to the UCLA Cal game up in beautiful Berkeley, California. But anyway, there was this new girl hanging around named Karen, and we started off the trip heading up there, and they were throwing grapes at each other from two cars as we passed each other on the freeway. I think I found raisins in my car, a year later from all the grapes that got thrown around. But in typical fashion, I mean, he's got a lot of stories to tell me, but this is the one where we were driving home, and my future wife and I were kind of tired, so we decided uh, we'd let Dave drive and take a nap on the way home after the game. It was nighttime, and we handed the keys over to Dave, and we fell asleep. We were enjoying our ride home, but we were awakened by lights in the rear view mirror. Uh, Not that I thought that Dave had done anything wrong, but he was obviously driving in erratic behavior because he'd gotten us lost. And by the time we woke up, we were like 100 miles in the wrong direction. Uh, Dave shared a lot of other wonderful things with us too. He used to be a youth pastor at Bainbridge Island Rolling Bay Presbyterian Church. And I can remember at least two times where his youth group would come over to my house, and we would have wall-to-wall kids in a 3-level house getting ready to go to some mission trip, which was always great to have them around. So one day I tried to get even with him, and I dropped in unexpectedly on his house with my state trip group of kids when I was driving around uh, the Olympic Peninsula. Of course, they were gracious enough to let us in and tell us about all the tricks that he used to pull as a youth pastor. If there's a new youth pastor candidate around, uh, make sure that you wipe off your door handles if you first get the job. Um, let's see what else I can have. So anyway, that was fun. I think I broke the light on his neighbor's car, but we would do a lot of really fun things like that together. Uh, anyway, Dave also spoke very much to our hearts at BCF. He was everyone knew he was going to be the leader, and he was, and just had a warm heart for everyone, as I'm sure you know by now. He gave me a Bible when I was in his wedding. I took it on a trip with me once, and I set it down on the beach. I went back for hours to find that thing because it meant a great deal to me. And by God's grace, I did find it. He and Karen and Gwen and I have uh, shared a lot of stories together. Of course, I'm a little bit more put my foot in your mouth type. So Dave's got probably more funny stories to tell me. But let me tell you, there's quite the surreptitious side to your pastor there. But that just kind of balances out all that good, loving, kind, caring person that he is, and always there to encourage you and cause you to grow and not be afraid to look at what's important in life. So, Dave, happy 50th birthday. I'm happy to say that you look more 50 than I do, but well, you're looking good, although I do have more hair than you. Um, Looking forward to having you come out to California soon. We won't tell them what happened when you drove my car up from California. Anyway, have a great 50th birthday.